Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am your caster Riri, and we will be casting the second night for tonight's GamelinG. And now these are the series of our events for July. First, we will be having PUBG Mobile from Monday to Tuesday, and we will have a 1,000 Singaporean dollar prize pool. And next, we will be having Call of Duty Mobile, and our
Yes.
prize pool will be the same as PUBG Mobile, 1,000 Singaporean dollars from Wednesday to Thursday. And now we also have PUBG PC, which is from Friday to Saturday. And our prize pool is 1,000 Singaporean dollars. And we also have Clash Royale. I mean, it's a trending game also in our mobile phones. And our prize pool is also 1,000 Singaporean dollars. And for our latest and newest addition to our July event will be the latest Valorant.
Yes, I'm excited about this, Ray Ray. And by the way, this is Kuku TV. I just came from cooking.
Yeah, he cooked my favorite dish, which is sinigang.
Yep.
I'm excited about Valorant since I also invited known esports professional pro players from the Philippines, and I'm sure Adroit is going to join us definitely in this Valorant event that we have in GamelinG.
Yeah, and this is really, really exciting, Ray Ray. A brand new game now available here with the GamelinG events that we have. So, how do you actually join in? All you need to do, guys, is just go to www.gameling.net. You can see that one on the lower left portion of your screens right now. And whenever the event link is available, you can definitely join in. Just make sure to check if there are registration fees or if it's a free event. If there are registration fees, the payment options will be on the information.
Walang Alban.
And and Ray Ray. Anyways, Ray Ray. Again, guys, www.gameling.net. And if you are using a mobile device, you can actually also download the GamelinG application, Ray Ray, right? So you can go to the App Store on your iOS devices, iPhone or iPads, search for GamelinG, and download it. But if you're using an Android device, all you need to do, guys, is go to www.gameling.net/app. Again, it's www.gameling.net/app so that you can actually download the GamelinG app on Android so that it'll be easier for you to register through these events. And go ahead, Ray Ray.
And that's it for our July event. So hopefully, guys, you will be joining us, and it will be exciting for a lot of teams that we will be participating in our July event. So hope you guys will register, and I'm really excited about the Valorant event, actually.
Yes, and guys, again, we're gonna start our PUBG Mobile event, GamelinG Gauntlet Season 2 Finals in a couple of minutes from right now. And guys, just sit back and relax as we actually start in less than 2 minutes, guys. So I am excited, guys. If Ray Ray and Kuku TV is excited, definitely you guys also too on your homes. Please don't forget to share the live stream. This is available on Facebook and on YouTube. We will see you guys in a bit.
We will give a summary of last night's tournament. So yesterday we had exciting 3 games coming from our 17 teams, and now I think Infinity IQ will be joining us for tonight's games, which will be a big game changer for tonight. So hope you guys will look forward to what will happen to our event tonight, and of course support your favorite teams by commenting on our live stream. So let's wait for a few minutes, and we will be giving you the scores before we start our next 3 games. So stand by, guys.
All right, good evening, guys. This is GamelinG's PUBG Mobile Gauntlet Season 2, the finals, and it is the last day, day number 2 of the finals. This is your caster, Kuku TV, together with our very, very special caster from last night. We have Ray Ray. Hello, Ray Ray.
Hello, Cuckoo, and we're on our first map, which is Erangel. And now I think we have a complete set of teams, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Infinity IQ already is back, and we're gonna probably see a different type of gameplay from everybody. But if not, that would be not really impactful for Infinity IQ. But again, Infinity IQ is one of the best teams coming from Vietnam, and they will, I believe, they will make a very, very big impact here, Ray Ray. And we are now flying, Ray Ray.
We almost have the same flight path as yesterday, and we're going eastern towards from hospital up until on the islands of Nova. What can you say about this flight path, Cuckoo?
Well, this flight path, it is a middle flight path, middle of the island. So anybody can go to either of the islands. We have the South Island called the Sovsnovka Military Base, together with Novo Repno. Yeah, so we might see someone going to Novo, and also to Georgia Pool Crate. So this is an interesting flight path. We're gonna go ahead and see, Ray Ray, where the circle will be after this, and that's where we decide who has the advantage, right?
Yes, you're right, Cuckoo. And now let's see if these teams will be able to clash again on their usual drop points. But usually in Pachinki, there will be at least two teams landing. And I can see it right now with WatchMyGP and our team from NTD, which is Nitro Gaming. I think that will happen between these two teams.
And Ray, I just got word here that Infinity IQ is still not responding. So this only means that we're gonna still have 17 teams playing.
I see. So, okay, that's quite. I mean, it's an advantage, but at the same time, it's sad that we won't be seeing Infinity IQ playing for our Gauntlet finals.
Yes, and now we switch over here to Tony K of FaZe Clan, as they are able to knock down already Spiegel of Team Rapid Guns Fuegos from the Philippines, and MR5 from FaZe Clan is now gonna maybe punch Spiegel to death. And that's really unfortunate for this Philippine team called Rapid Guns Fuegos, Ray Ray.
Yes, and as we can see from FaZe Clan's current lineup, we still don't have Bull Shark for their main lineup for tonight, and it's kind of sad that I won't be seeing one of the what you've said, one of the greatest snipers in our Gauntlet finals.
Yeah.
But, I hope we can see him for the next two games.
And that might be crucial, Ray Ray, because Bull Shark is part of the three-time champions FaZe Clan throughout this GamelinG tournaments that we had like last year and this year. And there we go. We have DRANIX also getting engaged. But look at this one. It's been since semifinals, Ray Ray, that Aerowolf Limax and Dingoz MX, they're fighting for the military base. And it is actually 1-0 Dingoz ending Aerowolf Limax, and looks like Aerowolf Limax already learned.
But we also had a game where Dingoz. What happened with Dingoz is that they relocated themselves. They didn't go for a push against Aero. But I think for our first game for tonight, Aero will be knocking down one of Dingoz members here.
All right, it looks like Aerowolf Limax already learned, but Dingoz actually fighting back as they able to kill off Spaov from Team Aerowolf from Indonesia. So it's actually Indonesia or versus Malaysia right now in this spot that we're looking on right now.
And what happened right now is that one of Aero's members have already been killed by Dingoz. I think they went for a trade to kill, so that we will be having a 3v3 situation against Aero versus Dingoz, and who will win in our military base round.
Yeah, it is a current standoff right now. But you know what? Dingoz, who is actually in the top 5 right now, would really love to have their team complete until the very end of this first game, because they would love to get into that prize pool, which we will have only for the top 4. I mean, all of the 32 teams already received their prizes, but they would love to add more prizes to their team. But look, we have like 3 teams right now in Yasnaya.
And we have Limitless, SuicideSquade, and we also have God's Reign. Yesterday, we've seen SuicideSquade having the same drop location as Gods, but now we also have an additional team, which is Limitless.
Yes, and Team Limitless currently at 16th spot from yesterday's matches. They would love to turn things around, Ray, as we look on EXTRAeSPORTs from Mongolia, one of the better teams right now playing in this finals.
And here we are spectating again under Aero versus Dingoz. I think Dingoz tries for a reposition here, but it might be hard to spot the members of Aero. I mean, they're not aware that one of Aero's members are current. And no, I think Kratos is already aware that there is one on the billboard sign here.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't go for a push with his DP here unless he has his scope, which he can spot the.
The only thing with Hazelnuts up above on that billboard, if he gets knocked down, that'll be it for him, Ray, because it's gonna be hard for someone to like just go and revive him. Like 50 meters away are their distance from each other. But look, God's Reign gets knocked by SuicideSquade on the kill feed, as still Kratos is just observing the Indonesian team right above that billboard. And there we go, another knockdown. That's a trade-off right now happening.
What's hard about these teams is that we have God's Reign and SuicideSquade battling it out again in Erangel. We've seen them usually, they have the same drops, the same rotation, and now here in Yasnaya, who will be getting the round right now? Is it going again for SuicideSquade, or will they give it to God's Reign? But now we have here Nata B pushing against both one of the key players of SuicideSquade.
Oh, and there you go, Breaking Bad Esports against WatchMyGP. One gets knocked for WatchMyGP, and there you go, another knockdown for Team SuicideSquade.
This is a good push actually coming from God's Reign. What happened with SuicideSquade is that they pushed over God's Reign, and God's Reign are actually aware of where their positions are.
Yes, and looks like Bevy is now gonna try to run away from God's Reign, as they are now chasing him down to 10 HP left. Ray, will he be able to escape this? Ray, look.
I think it will be hard for Levi. I mean, he will be the only member remaining for our SuicideSquade, and it was a bad push for the team. I think what happened is that they got too excited in pushing God's Reign. I mean, they won their push against God's Reign on our previous Erangel map last night, but now God's Reign are already aware of SuicideSquade's tactics on what they will do, and now we only have Levi remaining for our team at SuicideSquade, which is actually will be harder for the team right now. And
yeah, and hopefully SuicideSquade Bevy escapes that chase. And look, Kratos from Team Dingoz MX knocks one down, knocks another one from Kid with that grenade. I think there's only one player left for Team Aerowolf Limax, as Dingoz, like what I mentioned, Ray, has the number here because they were able to defeat Aero before in military base.
I think will be a bad situation for our team, Erangel. I mean, there's only one left remaining, and
oh, and he knocks one down there. Oh, and there you go. That's our first wipe, Ray Ray. Team Aerowolf from Indonesia is out of the match, and that's going to be crucial for them if they are wanting to get into that top four. Aerowolf Limax is currently at 11th place from last night. And guys, if you are watching right now and if you're interested on looking at the live results, it is available on www.gameling.net or through the GamelinG application. Available on App Store and on Android.
Yes, and also thank you so much, GamelinG, for giving us a wonderful gauntlet finals for PUBG Mobile, and of course, it's sponsored by ByBit. So if you want to invest and you're interested in trading, go to bybit.com.
Yeah, have you ever tried like bitcoins or cryptocurrency, Ray Ray?
Not yet. I haven't touched that as of now. But did you sign up for ByBit?
No. GamelinG is enough.
I really want it. I can try it soon, but not right now. I think I'm not that rich yet.
Yep. If GamelinG can sponsor us, why not, right?
And here we have WatchMyGP, the current number one in our ranks. But one of their members, which is Brat, has already been defeated in our current game, and they're in an unusual position for WatchMyGP.
Yeah. And by the way, Ray Ray, I just got word here from GamelinG reps that Bullshark was sick yesterday and probably is still sick right now. So again, Bullshark, one of the better players for Team FaZe Clan, is out today due to sickness. Hopefully it's not like really serious, but hopefully he'll be back soon, right?
Yes, let's hope that Bullshark will recover fast, and let's hope that he'll be back again to his game here in PUBG Mobile. I mean, there are a lot of fans watching or expecting him to play right now, but he's sick, guys, so let's hope that he'll be better soon. And we have here Rapid Gunz with only 3 members remaining. FaZe Clan killed one of their members, which is Spago. And they're in an unusual dropping point here. It's not their usual dropping point. I mean, earlier we've seen them having the same drop as FaZe Clan, and FaZe Clan going in first for the vehicles and loot, which is a bad idea for our team Rapid Gunz. But let's see if they'll be able to survive for the next minutes remaining in our game.
Yep, and Rapid Gunz Fuegos, again, one of the top fraggers from the Philippines coming into this finals. Let's just hope and see if they can actually survive this, as we saw their team Limitless engage with God's Rain. God's Rain really is some good team who didn't really qualify from the qualifying rounds and the other semifinal rounds. They just automatically qualified due to the fact that they won in one of the tournaments here on GamelinG, which in the future, for other teams out there who is watching this right now, you can do the same thing, like what God's Rain did, because GamelinG basically, reward those teams who are really, active with the events of GamelinG. But looking at Team God's Rain right now, I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're trying to, loot as of the moment.
We have Breaking Bad against the Pyramid Esports now. We have Pyramid Esports currently at the top 12. Let's see if they will be able to step up their game in our Erangel map for tonight, and will they be able to take one of the spots in our top 4. We have here Sancher firing against one of Pyramid members, which is Boobas. But they're both very careful on what they'll be able to do. I mean, it's hard if Boobas will be knocked down by one of Breaking Bad's members, since he's quite far away from from his teammates. And here we have Blacklist against WatchMyGP, the current top 1 and top 2 in our games for tonight. I think WatchMyGP wants to take Blacklist's compound here. I mean, it's on the center of our current circle. It has a good view of the enemies coming in for our team Blacklist. And WatchMyGP tries to take this one and tries to take the reposition for the Black team's current compound camp, but there are only 3 members remaining for this team. That's why they won't go for a push. They're actually very careful. But when one of Blacklist members will spot Beta here, it might be a bad position for our team WatchMyGP. And now we have
This is QC20 something Riri and Mozad now getting shot by Pikachu, and one of their players, Cess, is now getting pushed. Zizak eliminates him. UCup and Mozad are the only players left here, and they are now boxed in by there you go, a grenade, Riri, and Mozad tries to fire back, but he doesn't know that there's someone right above him. Pikachu sees him, and that's a wipeout, Riri. What a nice play coming from QC20 something from Thailand.
I think what's good about QC20 something is that they are stepping up their game right now. Earlier, on the previous last night's games, we've seen a QC20 something and didn't get as much kills and good retakes from their team. But right now, they actually wiped out one team, which is DRANIX AVENGERS, who is currently at our top 7, and that's a good step up coming from QC20 something from Thailand.
Yes, and that would probably give them a big boost after this game if they, still survive until the very end, maybe in the top 1, 2, or 3. But look, FaZe Clan, they occupied this part right on the east side of Gatka. And this is a really, really good position, in my opinion, Ray, because it has good cover due to the bushes and also the ridge area, together with the houses that is over there. But looking at Pyramid Esports Academy from Myanmar, we have here K Luai Chi. What an interesting name there.
Yeah, all of them has interesting names. I mean, we have Mea, Kaluaichi. Interesting names from our Mongolian, rather
Myanmar team.
Myanmar teams. And here we have Blacklist again versus WatchMyGP. I mean, there's nothing much action here for WatchMyGP. I mean, they're aware that there's a team on our camping here in our compound, but they won't go for a push since they're open. And if it's Blacklist, I mean, it's one of our strongest teams right now in our finals. And here we have team
TP Slayer, Ray.
TP Slayer, yes, our top 4 right now. I think they're not they're on defensive mode. I mean, in our previous games, they're really aggressive, but now for our first game, they're on a defensive mode, and that's it.
Yeah, and I agree with you with that one, Ray. On the semifinals, TP Slayer is really fragging out other teams, but now looking at the finals, they don't really have that many kills from the semifinals. The one that has the most kills right now, there's actually a tie. We have God's Reign together with WatchMyGP, both with 19 kills together. So that is actually some interesting stat, Ray, that you just said there. But again, guys, I actually just read some comment on the live stream. How much is the prize pool? The prize pool is 5,000 Singaporean dollars. That's a big amount of money, right, Ray?
Of course. And for those who aren't aware, all of these teams already has a prize of 100 Singaporean dollars. If you're not aware that if they have,
yeah, they are already winners, right? Exactly. But they can win more. They can win more if they actually get into the top 4 of this finals. And looking at God's Reign, they know where to look at right now. They are able to see Team QC 20-something from Thailand. Looks like they're planning on a push here. And let's go ahead and see Ray what's going to happen next.
What's good about God's reign here for our game, for our first map tonight, is that they're actually aggressive and are confident on what they're currently doing.
Yep, that's right. And look, EXTRAeSPORT now observing the area as Team Pyramid Esports Academy watches them. Schwaps from Team PYM from Myanmar observing what they're doing. He's probably providing information now to his teammates because look at the map. They're all scattered. And look, Booney actually sees him. I think they're not aware of Team EXTRAeSPORT actually, Ray.
I think Pyramid Esport is trying to have a good bridge camp here, but it's going to be a GG for our team Pyramid Esports if our team EXTRAeSPORT will be able to spot them.
Oh, and there you go. That's our first knock, and looks like they're gonna push now, Ray. And Zub is actually the one leading the way as they actually eliminate already Swaps. So they knock him down and they kill him right away. And X-Force from Cambodia knocks one of the players of Team FaZe Clan on the kill feed. But looking at the situation now, it is a 3v4 here for EA and PYM. Looks like EA has the number.
It's a bad position for our team Pyramid, but now here we have the Pillars versus WatchMyGP and also versus Blacklist here. I think a lot of teams really craves for the compound that Blacklist currently has, Kuku. I mean, it's a good compound. You can see a lot of teams coming in. You can go for a killing spree. But as of now, it's going to be hard for WatchMyGP since there are currently two teams going against them in the open.
Yeah, and they're actually sandwiched. A special will get knocked by Bobo Ho from TP Slayer. Looking at Sveta right now. He's going to go for some cover, but near Zed from WatchMyGP also will get hit by Team 18. That is a fourth party, Ray, from Team EXTRAeSPORT.
I mean, this is a bad position for WatchMyGP. As I've said earlier, they're in the open, and I don't know why they went for an open position, but this is going to be a GG for them once they spotted Sveta here.
Yes, and looking at the map, Ray, we are now on our fourth phase. The circle has updated. Looks like the circle is not within their reach, but looking at the TP Slayer now pushing in, Sveta firing away. That's color light over to Team TP Slayer, but looks like he's gonna get away here with his Dasha. Yes, he bumps towards the UAZ, and he will pick up near Zed hopefully here.
Oh, this is good for WatchMyGP that they didn't go for a push, but I think this will be a game against the Pillars versus Blacklist.
And yeah, and there we go. Cadillo knocks down 9-9 from Team Dingoz, and now we look on Team TP Slayer, now observing Team Blacklist International from the Philippines, currently at the second spot, and looks like they're going to go for a rotation now. As I mentioned earlier, Ray, the circle is not within their reach here. And Kobe,
coming
not...
ADO versus
yeah.
This is a bad game for our team Dingoz, actually. I mean, earlier we've seen them.
Ooh, and Alas actually gets knocked down there. Claire also gets knocked by X-Force. Claire also gets killed there. Oh, and they got wiped out. Did they got wiped out, Ray?
Yes, they got wiped out by our team X-Force. I think it was something that Blacklist didn't expect, that X-Force will be going towards their usual in their compound, and they're currently careful against the Pillars, but the Pillars didn't go for a push. But here we have X-Force pushing against Blacklist International and wiping them out.
Yes, and looks like it's because of Blacklist International not really in the circle, not being in the circle, and they rotated into the wrong compound, and they actually just paid the price and got killed early at 15th place. So that will be crucial for them if they're wanting to maintain their current position in the rankings. As we look on, Team Rapid Guns Fuegos from the Philippines now firing against Team Breaking Bad Esports, and Sunzier actually pushes in with that Dasha, and he will actually knock down Dark Chase. I thought Dark Chase has the advantage there, Ray Ray.
And that might be bad for our team, Rapid Guns, right now. I mean, they're in an open position, and Breaking Bad Esports is already aware of their position, as we can see. But now we only have 14 teams remaining, and I'm seeing a lot of teams in our from ranks 8 to 18 actually stepping up their games right now, which is, I'm happy, since they will be giving us a good game tonight, and it might be a GG for those teams who are currently in the top ranks. So
yeah, and it's going to be close, Ray Ray. It is going to be close and really tight at the third game. Like just 3 or maybe 4 points away, maybe even 1 point away, right?
Here we have the Pillars knocking down Pyramid Esports knocking down one of the Pillars members earlier. I'm always seeing a Pyramid Esports versus the Pillars, and it's quite it's funny actually. They have the same rotation and they have the same strats, since these teams are always clashing against each other, which is unusual in our recent matches. But again, Pyramid Esports won against the Pillars in our previous Miramar map, and here we have one.
It's actually Myra. Myra actually getting knocked down. So only Yeji from Team Rapid Guns Fuegos from the Philippines now, as Team Breaking Bad Esports are now pushing them really hard, and they're now finding the last member of Team Rapid Guns Fuegos. He's actually on the far side of the circle also, so it is going to be hard. Oh, looks like PYM and TP Slayer are fighting each other right now, Ray Ray. And there are some bodies getting knocked down there on the left side of our screens.
I can see Breaking Bad Esports stepping up their games. I mean, and they're currently number 17 in our ranks right now, but now they're on a killing spree. They killed at least 2 teams already, and that's a good game for them. And here we have TP Boboho reviving his teammates who are currently being knocked down by our team, Pyramid Esports. This might be crucial for our team since they're clashing against each other. And here we have TP Bobo firing against Team Breaking Bad, but he didn't get the kill as of now.
Yeah, and Breaking Bad Esports are actually focusing on the circle as they actually position in already, but Team TP Slayer together with PYM are still outside the zone. Looks like Boboho tries to far away and make it, but there you go, that's the final kill. PYM beats them out in the blue zone. Now we look on Team FaZe Clan now fighting against Nitro Esports, as Mafia is now knocked down. God's Reign is still alive, Ray Ray. This Indian team is really something, you know.
But it might be hard for them since there's Nitro Gaming and FaZe Clan watching over them. I mean, they're currently being eaten by the previous zone that we have. But if they will be knocking down one of FaZe Clan's members, it might be a great chance for them to barge in and kill FaZe Clan.
Yeah, and look at the north side of the map, Ray Ray. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4 teams right now fighting to get into that circle. And now we look on WatchMyGP, who is still alive. Leo gets killed on the kill feed. Not a B knocks down Cannon from Nitro Esports, and Suncheer will get killed by QC20 something. So we have a lot of players getting killed right now, as we are now at the 6th phase, Ray Ray.
And here we have Tony K again killing one of God's Reign members. And here we also have Nitro Gaming against our team God's Reign, leaving 1 member left for our team God's Reign. And this will be crucial for God's Reign. I mean, there are actually 2 Thailand teams watching over them. But
yes, and
FaZe Clan against Nitro Gaming.
Yeah, and Cannon here for Team Nitro Gaming trying to secure the top portion of the circle, but again, they're facing against the top team in Thailand, which is FaZe Clan, who are the defending champions of GamelinG's tournaments. I think they just have to make sure they have good cover here because the circle are now being occupied by 3 other teams, and now Bvi, the last player for Team Suicide Squad, knocks Sveta down, and actually he kills 2 of them together with Pikachu. What a help from the other Thai team there, and we only have like 1 other country here as we have like 3 Thai teams, Ray.
And that's it for our FaZe Clan being killed by Esports. We can see Esports stepping up also in our game tonight. I mean, last night it's a bad game for our team Esports, but right now they're currently in the top 4 teams that are remaining tonight. And will they get the chicken dinner, or will other teams be getting the chicken dinner? And that same goes for QZ20 something. I mean, those teams that are currently in the low spots are the last 4 teams for our game tonight.
Yes, but here we go here, Ray. Team Nitro Gaming and Team QC20 something is now sandwiching Team X-Force, and also Suicide Squad Bvi, the last player for them, is still alive. Like, it's kind of like a miracle for him to be alive in this circle.
I mean, we've seen him in the early parts of our games whose teammates died, but we can see him in our current top 4, which is good actually for Bvi. It's a compliment. It's remarkable for Bvi here. But we also have...
Oh, and knocks one down there. 1 player left. Zoomer X here, Ray. Fighting against Bvi, and he's gonna try to hide behind that bush. It will not give you cover, but oh, Krim knocks one down here. I think the Cambodian squad here has the chance to actually win this one. Team X-Force is now pushing in.
And this will be hard for our Team Nitro eSports. I mean, a lot of teams have already spotted them, but here we have Bvi.
Ooh, and he eliminates him. And it is actually a 1v1v2 situation here, Ray. Team X-Force still outside the circle. Camper going for that healing game. I think he just have to get inside in order for them to survive. Zoomer X is trying to revive his teammate, OP. And Pikachu is just hiding behind that UAZ. It's really close.
But one of our team, Nitro Gaming, gets revived. It might be a complete team for our team Nitro Gaming. I mean, there's still 3 members remaining for them, and it might be hard for Pikachu here since anytime X-Force or Nitro Gaming can spot him. But now, yes, I think Nitro Gaming is already aware that that Pikachu is currently on the center of our circle. But let's see what will these teams do. I mean, we have Nitro Gaming here against X-Force, both teams in our lower ranks of the current score sheet. But let's see what will happen. But I think this will be a GG for X-Force. They're still outside the zone.
Looks like Krim. Ray, Krim is actually going for that healing game. Camper already provided the first aid to Krim, and now just Nitro Gaming just controlling the circle right now as they have full control of it. Now Camper gets knocked down, and only 2 teams left. Looks like Nitro Gaming will get this one as Krim is still doing his healing job, and there you go. That's going to be a winner chicken dinner for Team Nitro Gaming from Thailand as they secure a total kill count of 9 kills, Ray. What a game in the Erangel map.
And we can see the scores going up and some teams going down. And here we have for Nitro Gaming, congratulations for your team. I mean, they're currently in our 15th spot, but this will be a game changer for this team. I mean,
yeah,
a big chance for them to get into the top 4, and it will be a game changer for those teams who are currently on the top ranks.
That is correct, Ray. That is a really big game changer. Team Nitro Gaming will boost their scores from top 15. Might be they're gonna be in the top top 5 maybe. in after this game. But again, Team X Force, nice effort for the Cambodian squad, but still they ended up at second place with only 8 kills. By the way, guys, that chicken dinner is brought to you by ByBit, our co-sponsor for this tournament. This is GamelinG Gauntlet Season 2. And Ray, you can go ahead and please do the recap for this game in Erangel.
We've seen earlier in our game that a lot of teams have are stepping up in their games, and as we can see, those who are in our current low ranks are stepping up their games. And for our top 3, we can see here Nitro Gaming, Esports, and QZ20 something who are currently in our low spots right now, stepping up in the first game for tonight, which is Erangel. And we can also see a SuicideSquade getting that 4th place. I mean, earlier we've seen 3 of their members already died in the first minutes of our game, but Bibai had a good position for the last remaining circles of the game, and that gave them a 4th spot in our game. So tonight we have Nitro Gaming getting our chicken dinner with a total of 9 kills, and for our second place we have here X-Force with a total of 8 kills. And we also have QZ20 something, which is the team that has the most kills for our games tonight with a total of 13 kills. And we have here SuicideSquade with a total of 4 kills, and we have for the 5th place FaZe Clan with a total of 3 kills. And WatchMyGP is still remains or securing their top 1 spot with a total of 2 kills. For our top 6, for our top 7, here we have Breaking Bad Esports with a total of 5 kills. And for our 8th place, we have here God's Reign with a total of 4 kills. And for our top 9, here we have Pyramid Esports with a total of 4 kills. And here we have Rapid Gunz Fuegos with a total of 1 kill. For our 11th place, we have the Pillars with a total of 2 kills. And for our 12th place, here we have Limitless with a total of 1 kill. And for our 13th place, we have EXTRAeSPORT with a total of 1 kill. And for our 14th place, we have Dingoz with a total of 4 kills. And for our 15th place, we have Blacklist with a total of 0 kills. And for our 16th place, we have DRANIX with a total of 0 kills. And for our 17th place, we have Aerowolf here with a total of 1 kill. And that's the summary of our scores tonight. And we'll still be seeing a lot of games in our Miramar map as our next map. So guys, stay tuned, and we will still be having a lot of action for tonight.
And now go ahead, Riri.
Match results, we still have here WatchMyGP with a total of 54 points. And for our second place, we have FaZe Clan with a total of 49 points. For top 3, we have God's Reign here with a total of 41 points, tying with Blacklist International with a total of 41 points. And for our 5th place, we have Dingoz MX with a total of 40 points. And now, the game changers for our games tonight. Here we have Team X-Force coming in with a total of 40 points. And now, they're currently in our top 6. And for our top 7, here we have the Pillar Slayer with a total of 39 points, tying with Nitro Gaming. And also, QZ20 something stepped up their games for tonight with a total of 33 points, tying with SuicideSquade with a total of 33 points. And that same goes for our DRANIX Avengers. And for our 12th place, we have EXTRAeSPORT with a total of 30 points. And for our top 13, we have Pyramid Esports Academy with a total of 25 points. And for our 14th place, we have Rapid Gunz Fuegos with a total of 22 points. And for our 15th place, we have Aerowolf Limax with a total of 20 points. And for our 16th place, we have Breaking Bad Esports with a total of 17 points. And for our top 17, we have Team Limitless in 11 points. But as of now, we still have no contact on where Infinity IQ is. But I think they have a tournament for tonight. So let's see if they will be able to catch up on the 2 games remaining. So
And I think Ray, Team Infinity IQ already given up, because even though if they join like just this game, which is a match number 5 in the Miramar map, I think they're not going to be able to at least get into that top 4, which they will get additional money from whatever they already got when they qualified to the semifinals. So I think Infinity IQ is going to be out of the game, and we're going to see the same squads from last night, Ray. But here's the thing here, Ray. Look at the scores from top 3 right until top 8. Just 1 or 2 points away from each other, right? So it is really, really close, Ray, for these teams battling for that prize pool in that top 4. My guess at this moment is if FaZe Clan would be consistent, I think we're gonna have our defending champions being the champion again. But WatchMyGP from Mongolia showing a little bit of some insights here for them to be able to get the championship for tonight's tournament. It's really close. Ray, what do you think?
I mean, it's FaZe Clan. Anything can happen between WatchMyGP and FaZe Clan, but still, I won't disregard those teams who are currently in our 4th, 5th, and 6th place. They can get the top 1 anytime right now, since they might be getting a chicken dinner for our next 2 games. But still, the points between WatchMyGP and FaZe Clan is actually close.
Right. So for any team lower than top 8, they have to actually be more careful and probably get a chicken dinner to secure that top 4 spot, especially for teams like Rapid Gunz, Fuegos, or Pyramid Esports Academy and Aerowolf Limax. Those teams are for me the dark horse of this finals. But anyways, Ray, with this we're gonna go ahead and go on a short break here, because we're gonna be back in the map of Miramar. So guys, this is the GamelinG's PUBG Mobile Gauntlet Season 2, the finals, day number 2, the last day for 5,000 Singaporean dollars of a prize pool. This is co-sponsored by ByBit. And guys, this is Kuku TV, and I'm with Ray here, our special guest caster. We will be right back after this short break. And we are back here, Ray, with GamelinG's PUBG Mobile Gauntlet Season 2. We are now on our match number 5, and I think this is the most crucial game after seeing all the teams having almost the same scores. Again, this is your caster Coco TV. I'm joined by our special guest caster, Ray. Hello, Ray.
Hello, and we can see the comments coming right through. A lot of our teams, of our supporters, are so excited and at the same time heated right now in our comment section. So, guys, kindly comment down who's your favorite team for tonight and who is going to be the champions for tonight's Gaming Gauntlet Finals. So, guys, kindly comment down there, and good evening again to everyone. And here we have our next map, which is Miramar. So what can you say about our current flight path?
Well, our flight path comes from El Pozo, right just above it, right over El Azahar and Ray. This is going to be a good flight path for everyone, because if you look at the whole map itself, most of the cities are actually on the north side of Miramar. But there are some cities like Los Leones, which I always say that like 4 squads can occupy that and actually have good loot. So it's going to be interesting where these teams will drop. Looking at TP Slayer going to Ruins, an early drop by TP Slayer. Have you ever gone to Ruins, Ray?
Not yet. I think I only went there during a solo tournament, but I'm really nervous during that tournament. It's like my first 2 months playing PUBG Mobile, but after that I haven't been into Ruins lately. How about you? Have you ever dropped that in our recent games in PUBG Mobile?
Not really, but they say that Ruins has good loots now compared to the previous map of Miramar, because lately, Ray, Mad Miramar update actually updated the whole map itself, also adding Oasis right above of the map there. But looking at La Cabrera right now, we have Team Blacklist and Team Limitless. So Myanmar versus Philippines at La Cabrera, Ray.
It's an unusual spot for our team Blacklist. I mean, we've always seen them going towards Chumasara. I mean, that's their usual map, a usual drop in our international scrims or tournament. But right now they changed, maybe because Chumasara is quite far away, and it might be dangerous for our team Blacklist to go to Chumasara. They might be clashing against other teams. But right now, here we have Nitro Gaming against EXTRAeSPORT in San Martin.
Yes, and Nitro Gaming and EXTRAeSPORTs right now really close with their points here at San Martin. And Spiegel from Rapid Guns Fuegos knocks and kills one of the players of Team DRANIX on the kill feed. So that is some revenge from Spiegel, because remember, Ray, Spiegel got killed early by FaZe Clan in the Erangel map.
And as we can see here, I mean, it might be bad for our team DRANIX Avengers. Earlier, we've seen them dying against a lot of teams one by one. And there we have it, one of their members getting killed by Rapid Guns. I mean, Rapid Guns is quite mysterious. It's a mysterious team, actually. Sometimes they are on fire against other teams, but sometimes they can be easily defeated by other teams. So let's see if they will be consistent on the last 2 games for our.
As we saw there, FaZe Clan now able to actually defeat Brad. Venturis kills him off right away. Breaking Bad Esports gets knocked by Bevy of Team SuicideSquade. And looking at the kill feed, Ray, we have FaZe Clan and WatchMyGP, which is fighting for that top #1 spot right now.
It's going to be hard against our WatchMyGP, and there we have it. Only Sveta.
Oh, Sveta! Down to 1 HP, Ray, and now Venturis smells the blood, going to FPP mode now. I think Sveta able to heal up here. It is crucial for... Oh, and there you go. Venturis wipes them out, and I think FaZe Clan is now focused to get that top #1 spot, as they're being shot again here by team number 2 from behind.
And that's a good step coming from our FaZe Clan. I mean, they will be getting our top 1 spot right now if they will be remaining for the next couple of minutes in our game tonight, Kuku. That's a big step coming from FaZe Clan, and that's in GG for WatchMyGP. I mean, that's too bad for WMP. I mean, earlier we've seen them also having a bad day during our Erangel map, but here also in Miramar, they got the too soon badge, getting that top 17.
Yes, but looking at San Martin right now, I think we're gonna have some party at San Martin, Ray Ray, as we have 3 teams now. POIM is right above at the mountaintops of San Martin, looking down below where Team EA Esports and Nitro Gaming, and Nitro Gaming actually kills Zub already, and it is a 4v3 situation here at the grounds of San Martin. Again, I was wanting to say, oh, actually, Sport here able to see one of the players of Nitro Gaming.
It's still a crucial situation against these 2 teams. I mean, EXTRAeSPORT, they're also stepping up their games for tonight, and that same goes with Nitro Gaming. But it's still crucial for our team EXTRAeSPORTs. And now we have MZ knocking down Pikachu, finishing off also Sport here. Only 1 member remaining for our EXTRAeSPORTs, which is gonna be Boone or Boone. I'm not sure.
Boone.
Boone. It kind of sounds like a Filipino word, but
Yep.
I'm not going to state on what the meaning of Boone is. It sounds like a nickname actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be crucial for our team EXTRAeSPORT. I mean, he's getting sandwiched here by our team Nitro Gaming with complete members. So what will Boone do in our game tonight against Nitro Gaming?
Well, it just goes to show that Nitro Esports just woke up from last night, as Boone is actually now seen by Cannon here and will get killed from behind. What a play for Team Nitro Gaming, boxing in the last player from Team EXTRAeSPORTs. I was about to say, Ray, that WatchMyGP actually landed on the same spot where FaZe Clan is actually landing, and that is a really bad decision for Team WatchMyGP. Now we look on Blacklist International, as we do see a lot of fans here in the comment section of this team from the Philippines.
Yes, I think they didn't went for an early match against Limitless, but instead they tried to reposition here in the other parts of La Cabria, which is a good decision for our team Blacklist actually. I mean, earlier we've seen them getting the top 15 spot, which is quite bad for our team Blacklist. I mean, they really need to be consistent in our last 2 games for tonight. And going against Limitless might be crucial for this team. So that's a good decision. And now we're spectating under Breaking Bad Esport, currently top 16 in our recent scores. Now, will they be able to step up their game? But I mean, it's going to be hard again for them since there are only 2 members remaining for Breaking Bad.
And anything can happen, especially with the Mongolian squad. The Mongolian squads are really showing us their region has so many top tier teams, and they can actually join also in the PMCO and also PMPL here together with the GamelinG tournaments. We look on Team Limitless here from Myanmar, not really showing anything yet, as they're on the last spot right now. If we even put Infinity IQ away from our scoreboard here, they're currently at the last spot in the scoreboard, Ray.
It's quite funny since Team Limitless and Team Blacklist went out of the La Cabria looting place. They didn't go for La Cab. I mean, they're afraid of each other. We've seen the 2 teams here repositioning themselves. Maybe these teams are either thinking that maybe Blacklist is anywhere right now, and that same goes with Team Limitless.
Right. And looking at the circle here, look, Ray, it's going to the northeast side of the map. Really unusual. It might even go to Campo Militar. So teams coming from the south side here, Ray. Actually, look, Team 7 and Team 15. They are really beside each other right now. X-Force and Team QC 20-something.
And we have here the kid getting killed by QC20 something, leaving the last 3 members for our team X-Force. I mean, we've always see X-Force battling it out with team QC20 something. I think they have the same strats, the same rotation when it comes to our maps here, and that's something that they need to change or they need to improve.
Yeah, and look at Ace right now at the back of the buggy right now, and this is actually good for him that he's firing back at Team QC20 something, because if not, he might get shot by QC20 something and will be knocked down. But looking at Aerowolf Limax here for Team Indonesia, we have Spaov who got killed early. Maybe he wants to do some revenge here against Team Dingoz MX from Malaysia, as they are still looting up Ray Ray.
And here we have spectating under DRANIX, Aerowolf rather. I mean, earlier we've seen them dying out in our match against Dingoz, but right now maybe they can step up their games, and I'm hoping that they'll be able to be part of our top 4 teams for tonight. And here we have Nitro Gaming going for a position here in Hacienda. I mean, they're all already going towards on the center of our circle, but at the same time, they wanted to be careful that they won't be clashing against other teams here.
Yes, and they're being so careful right now, occupying this uphill compound just nearby Hacienda del Patron. Now we go to Team PYM from Myanmar, just right on the west side of Cruz del Valle. A lot of teams are positioning now inside this circle. Circle in Miramar. What can you say about the circle in Miramar, Ray Ray? Like, is it unpredictable or is it predictable, or what can you say it?
I'm not still sure, since it's one of crucial circles that we have here in Miramar, but it's an advantage to those teams who went on the northern side of our Miramar map, and that's what I'm sure about. That will give Blacklist and those who are still on the northern side of our map a good advantage here.
And a knockdown there for FaZe coming from Team SuicideSquade. Tony K will actually get confirmed by Bochi of Team SuicideSquade. Team SuicideSquade got 3rd place in our first game, and they would like to actually beat out teams like FaZe Clan, who is currently at 2nd place. We might see the top 2 players or top 2 teams, Ray, exiting out early in Miramar, right?
It might be crucial for our team of FaZe Clan, since we still have God's Reign and Blacklist International alive in our map right now. So if FaZe Clan will be dying out in this early parts of our games, it might also be a good opportunity for God's Reign and Blacklist International to step up. And here we have a P5 knocks down 1 members of FaZe Clan, and we only have last 2 members for our team of FaZe here. So the fans right now are quite nervous, and what will happen to FaZe Clan's scores.
Oh, and looks like Bevy is now firing away at MR5. MR5's vehicle is now out, like 2 tires already out. MR5 runs away together with Mafia. And this is just an escape done by Team FaZe Clan. And most definitely, Ray, they will be able to survive this, because it's hard to chase people in Miramar, especially if you don't have vehicles, right?
But I think SuicideSquade can clash with FaZe Clan anytime. I mean, they will be going most likely on the same path going in towards the circle, and now here we have the next circle. Earlier, you've said that it might be on Campo Militar, but I think it's going to be on the center of water treatment, and that's going to be good for most of the teams since they're already in the circle.
But it's going to be bad, Ray, for Team FaZe, Team SuicideSquade, Breaking Bad, and God's Reign. Look, they are still on the south side of... I mean, it's outside the south side of the circle. So, whenever they get in, they're going to get just gate-kept by all these teams, right?
Oh, no, I think will be spotting Dark Shads here, and it might be a GG for our team. Rapid Guns against Dingoz. Now, I think Dark Shads will be dying.
Yes, and he will just be killed here by Dingoz from Malaysia. One of the things that I can observe with Team Rapid Guns Fuegos, Ray, is their rotation. They don't have really like a set rotation. They just go from one place to another and just hope to see if they can survive that. What can you say about their rotation, Ray?
I think they needed more experience when it comes to international games, international scrimmages, and that they can decide on what their rotation is going to be, since they clash usually with a lot of teams. But their rotation works for Filipino teams. I mean,
Yeah, so
quite different.
they probably need to have more scrimmages here on GamelinG or on other country scrimmages. I actually remembered GamelinG telling me that there will be some pro scrims coming here on GamelinG, kind of like the PMCO, PMPL pro scrims. Ray, do you know that?
Yes, yes. So I'm quite excited if that will be pushed through. I mean, we'll be seeing a lot of PMPL teams battling it out against each other. And it might be a good experience for those who are just first time stepping in on the pro scene.
Yes, but we're gonna have like a lot of events for next month in July. Like we saw the graphic earlier. We're gonna have like 1,000 Singaporean dollars for each game, and we're gonna have Valorant actually first time here on GamelinG, and I know you're excited about that, Ray, right?
Yes, it's Valorant. If you're into CS:GO and you really want to try something else with some skills like Overwatch or Paladins, I think Valorant is just for you.
And actually, Ray, I would like to actually say that we have your Ray on the Discord channel. Hello, Ray from GamelinG. Hello.
Hey, I'm here.
I think Ray is very excited right now on what will happen to these teams. It will be a good advantage when you get at least the top 3 spots for tonight's Miramar map. That will give you a upper hand, and you won't be that nervous for the last game, and you can be part of the top 4, right?
Right.
I'm looking
Ray.
at the first spot, which is WatchMyGP. They have been eliminated right now, so that opens up the whole game.
And it might be as well for FaZe Clan, Ray, as they're now down to 2 players left, right?
Yeah, and that will be a big opportunity for the next top teams, which is God's Reign, Blacklist, Dingoz, and X-Force, to be getting into our top 4 teams. But it's also might be crucial for our team X-Force, since there are only last 3 members left for them, and same goes with God's Reign, since they're still on the outside face of our circle.
Yep. And now looking at FaZe Clan here, Ray and Ray, it's kind of funny that your names are kind of the same. But anyways, we have Team X-Force here, Crim Camper, together with their other player there, right on the far north side of our screens, just trying to position inside. FaZe Clan, though, down to 2 last players. If they get pushed, they might get eliminated, and it will open up for other teams like you mentioned, God's Reign, Blacklist, Dingoz, or even Team X-Force on getting that top number 1 spot going to our 6th game. Ray, I mean, what can you say about the circle now?
It's on the center of the map, and a lot of teams, as you can see, are on the center. That goes for the Pillars, DRANIX, and Limitless. But it might be a GG for them if a lot of teams will be trying to take over the compounds that they're currently residing in.
And look what I just said earlier, Ray. Rapid Guns Fuegos on the far east side of the zone. They're not yet inside the circle, and they're just having a hard time with the rotation going inside that circle. Now we see Nitro Gaming firing away at a team earlier, but I think Team Nitro Gaming will survive this until maybe top 4 or top 3 of the match, right?
You're right. But here we have QZ 20 something. They're just chilling here and they're in the compound. I mean, they don't have any teams going against them, but we can see them near the crate that we have. Might be an opportunity for them to get the crate, but it might be crucial for them since maybe there will be teams going also to the crate that we have right now. We have Expert Scream trying to see if there are any enemies around.
And there are a lot of enemies around Ray Ray. I think the people or the players who actually gets in the middle might get killed first because they're gonna get focused on by all the teams surrounding them. And the team that I saw in the circle earlier that has the most number of chance of not getting killed would be Blacklist International. There's nobody else surrounding them from behind and on their sides.
Exactly. I mean, it's an unusual rotation for Blacklist, but it's worth it right now. I mean, earlier we've seen them getting the 15th spot in our Erangel game, but it will be a huge advantage right now for our Miramar. And here we have Gunz also. They're actually near Dingoz, but it's still not. I think Dingoz won't go in for a push there.
Yeah, and looking at Team PYM right now, just right in front of team number 13, and this is Team Limitless. So I think they're hearing the footsteps already, but they're not really gonna go for the engagement. These are two Myanmar teams, Ray Ray. So we're gonna have civil war if they actually fight. We're gonna have civil war in the comments for the Myanmar fans, right?
Exactly, you're right. But here we have Limitless. I mean, they're currently on the 17th spot. Will they be able to go up against Pyramid Esports here? I mean, it's also Pyramid Esports. It's a good team also. But let's see if Team Limitless will be taking over Pyramid Esports here.
Yeah, and wanted just looking at Team Pyramid Esports Academy. Just oh, and Boobas knocks Badass down with that Kobe grenade, and another grenade coming in here, Ray Ray. Oh my goodness, what a grenade! Micro K was about to revive him, but he did not get a chance, Ray Ray.
And we're here again for Limitless, who is in a bad situation right now. I mean, these two teams, Cambodian teams rather, fighting it out against each other. It's going to be quite bad for the fans, for the Cambodian fans.
Right, right, and Micro K here would probably need to get out of that place because he's now getting pushed by Team PYM. Though there is one player for Team Limitless, Ray Ray, that can actually change the game here because he can actually get them shot from a different angle. But looking at the area right now, we have Rapid Guns, Fuegos, Dingoz, and Breaking Bad Esports on the screens.
That's quite crucial for Breaking Bad. I mean, Baman actually got them with some firing shots here, but I think Breaking Bad came out safe, but we have Rapid Guns waiting for them there. Might be bad for the team, but right now we're still in the Pyramid versus Limitless Esports, and here we have DRANIX against Rapid Guns. They're still outside the circle, and we only have 37 seconds remaining before we get to the phase 5, but Rapid Guns goes for a reposition again here, and that's in Dingoz, but we have Pyramid Esports killing one members of Team Dingoz and knocking down again Kid here.
And only Kratos and Baman for Team Dingoz MX from Malaysia. And look at the map right now. There's like 3 teams. Or actually 4 teams. We have Team 16, Team 2, Team 18, and Team 13, Ray Ray.
As that's a good grenade again coming from Kubaichi, but here we have a Vigor killing or being knocked down by one of the members from our Team RG. But as what I've said earlier, a lot of teams will be coming from our eastern side of the map since we have a lot of teams coming from the south side of our Miramar map, and now a lot of teams wanted to be on the center of our current circle.
Yep, and that is some good explosion coming from Vigor from Blacklist International, killing off Myra. But we have Nitro Esports, Thailand versus Thailand right now on the kill feed. Now QC Something against Team Aero on the kill feed also. Aerowolf actually kills off one of the players of Team SuicideSquade, and Blacklist alas knocks down FaZe Mafia from Team FaZe Clan. And again, one player left for Team FaZe, and they're going to be out of this game. We still have 14 teams, Ray.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of teams wanted to do retakes on the compounds that we have mentioned earlier, who are in the current center of the map earlier. But right now, we have a lot of teams on the eastern side.
Boom, Grim!
Here and knocking down members of Gunz. That's a good shot by Cream there.
Yes, and he's getting shot also. Now going to go for the heal. They're currently on the outside of the southeast side of the circle. So they have the advantage here, Ray, as they can just gatekeep Team God's Reign from getting inside.
And this will be a good game changer coming from our Team Esports. I mean, their scores are quite they have a 2-point. I mean, God's Reign only have a 2-point advantage against Team Esports. And right now, we can see his Esports stepping in their game right now. That same goes for our Team Pyramid. Here we have God's Reign being sandwiched by these two teams.
Yes, and PYM right now is getting killed also by Team Limitless on the feed. Also, Team DRANIX killing one player. Actually, two players now getting killed for Team Limitless. And Team X-Force also gatekeeping Team God's Reign on the kill feed. Just so many players getting killed right now. Vigor gets one down on the kill feed also, Ray.
Yeah, we have Maya knocking down Krim, and it's also a good fight against these three teams who are currently residing on the top teams that we have in our rank. We have Pyramid Esports. I mean, this is a good game for our Team Pyramid Esports. They're currently at top 13, but if they can get into the top 3 right now, they will be stepping up their scores, and that might be a good opportunity.
Oh, and Claire actually knocks a Filipino player down, Spiegel, on the kill feed. That's Philippines versus Philippines on the kill feed. And Kuluwai Chi gets naded here. He actually exploded his vehicle for cover, but it is not enough right now.
Have Aeons with us. Alas, rather, we had his AK here, spotting at 2 members from Rapid Guns. I mean, and also good gatekeep for our Team Blacklist here.
Yeah, they're gatekeeping right now. Team Rapid Guns, Myra and Yeji right now on the verge of getting eliminated. Now, nades being thrown right now by Team Blacklist International. Vigor and Alas leading the way with their push. Myra surviving that grenade. Probably there's a rock in front of her. And now Yeji, oh, there we go. Myra actually escapes, but that's a bad decision for Myra. Yeji right now is gonna try to defend them, but the circle of Vigor actually gets out of the circle. That's a wrong move, I think. And ooh, Alas will get knocked down there, but Vigor saves him. Will Alas be able to get inside the circle though?
Let's see. But here we have the Pillars getting that 1 kill from Rapid Guns. I mean, he actually stole that kill coming from Vigor there.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's how fast the pace of the game is, as TP Slayer now controls the circle on their own. They're the only team in the circle, Ray, and I think TP Slayer, if they found that circle, I think they can actually frag out and eliminate these other teams. Oh, and Diehard gets knocked here.
We've seen a lot of compound retakes coming from a lot of teams, and we have here Aerowolf going 20-something, and that's it for our team QZ 20-something. But it might be a game changer if Blacklist will be able to kill the members of our team, the Pillars. It might be a good retake for them and a good opportunity to third party those who are currently fighting against each other.
Yes, and just to give you a heads up, Ray, FaZe Clan is also out of the game, so I think the top number 1 and number 2 is really open from all of these other teams, as we now see TP Slayer knocks their fellow Indonesian squad, DRANIX, And BB Esports, look at Zanchir just trying to crawl his way through the circle as Bobo Ho realizes that Blacklist International is on the push.
It's a good opportunity for Blacklist actually to get inside the regions that they have right now, but it will be crucial for Claire, and Claire being knocked down by Potato there. And we
and Aeons will also get knocked. Only Vigor Ray Ray is alive for Team Blacklist International. We still have 5 teams remaining as TP Slayer pushes in. Oh, the grenade coming from Vigor knocks one down, knocks another one here. Vigor is dominating here, Ray Ray.
And I think TV won't go for a push, and that will be a good opportunity for Blacklist to be revived by Vigor. But here we have Kentai Slayer going for the Molotov here, but he won't be spotting Vigor here. But that's a good grenade coming from Vigor, and we only have Vigor remaining here. Aeon's being knocked down. Let's see if Vigor goes for a revive here. But Aerowolf can actually spot Vigor here. It might be a tough spot for Vigor, but I mean it's Vigor. Cuckoo. It's something that Vigor has against this team. And if he will be able to revive Aeons here, it will be a great opportunity for Blacklist actually.
Yes, that is correct. And he might be going for the revive here for Alas, but Alas is, or it's actually Aeons rather, not really pushing towards the ridge area there because he might get shot by TP Slayer. So it's a regroup now, but we still have 22 seconds until the circle will close in again. Aerowolf Limax is now controlling the circle here, Ray Ray.
But it might be crucial for them since they're on the outside of our circle. But here we have Aerowolf kills Aeons from Blacklist, and that will leave only Vigor all by himself. But I think it might be a good opportunity to Vigor to discipline himself and not go in for a push. And he can go for a healing game. We have the Pillars and Aerowolf against each other. But
and looks like Vigor is not going for the healing game here, and he will be dead at 4th place. And that's it for Team Blacklist International. And looking at the remaining teams, we have all Indonesian squads here, Ray Ray. TP Slayer just got killed there by Aerowolf Limax. Now DRANIX is up against Team Aerowolf, 1v3 situation. And that is it. A winner chicken dinner for Team Aerowolf Limax. And that is going to be big, Ray Ray, because they are coming from 15th place.
And their scores will be doubled plus the kills. It's a big game changer right now for our Miramar map, which is the second to the last game for tonight. And for our next map, it will be Vikendi. But right now, here are the summary of our scores for our first place. Here we have Aerowolf. I mean, it's a big game changer right now.
Look at how many kills they have, Ray Ray. Look.
And they might dominate over the top 3 teams that we have right now, but with a total of 14 kills plus Chicken Deer, they can get a ticket to our top 4 for tonight.
Yes, that is really going to be big for the Indonesian squad, Aerowolf Limax. All they need to do now is just be consistent and go to Vikendi to at least top 3 or top, like 1, 2, 3 basically, so that they can actually be probably at rank number 1 or rank number 2 at the very end of this tournament, right?
Yes, you're right. But Aerowolf was just something. I mean, I've seen them going to the most crucial parts of our earlier and last night's maps, but right now they're really stepping up in their game. I mean, getting 14 kills in just a single match is quite something for Aerowolf. It's a big step up for this team.
Right. And going on second place, DRANIX and TP Slayer going at third. So all Indonesia for the final 3 teams. And then we have Blacklist International at 4th, Ray Ray. So if you could go ahead and please do the recap here for all the teams, Ray Ray.
Okay, for our first place, here we have Aerowolf Limax with a total of 14 kills. And for our second place, we have DRANIX Avengers with a total of 3 kills. And for our third place here, we have the Pillars. These top 3 teams are actually from Indonesia with a total of 4 kills. And for our fourth place, we have Blacklist with a total of 7 kills. And next is Breaking Bad Esports with a total of 0 kills. And next we have here Pyramid Esports with a total of 8 kills, and QZ20 something for our 7th place with a total of 3 kills. For our 8th place, we have X-Force with a total of 1 kill. And for our 9th place, we have God's Reign with a total of 1 kill. For our 10th place, we have Rapid Guns with a total of 1 kill. And for our 11th place, we have Dingoz with a total of 1 kill. And for our 12th place, we have Limitless with a total of 1 kill. And for our 13th place, we have Nitro Gaming with a total of 7 kills. For our 14th place, we have FaZe Clan with a total of 4 kills. For our team 15, which is SuicideSquade, for the 15th place, they have the total of 5 kills. For our 16th place, we have EXTRAeSPORT with a total of 0 kills, and that same goes for WatchMyGP with a total of 0 kills. And now, guys, we've seen a lot of game changers for tonight's second to the last game, and let's wait for the total scores.
Yes, we're gonna wait on the results here for the games after game number 5, and look at the results now. Ray, going on number 1, we have Blacklist International from the Philippines. I think Blacklist has the most fans right now in our comment section. They have 22 kills total. They got 56 points total after 5 games. All they need to do now in Vikendi is to do the same thing as yesterday. Remember, yesterday, Claire was the final guy to be killed, but hopefully they can actually get a chicken dinner that time around as we wait on match number 6. On second place, WatchMyGP from Mongolia. Getting killed early is really bad. They are the same score as after game 5. Now, FaZe Clan, also same goes with them. They got killed way too early. Now in third place, Aerowolf Limax at 4th with 54 points after that game. Pillar Slayer at 5th with 53 points. DRANIX with 50 points at 6th. Nitro Gaming at 7th with 47 points. God's Reign with 45 points at 8th, together with Team X-Force. They're still the same scores for those teams. At 10th, Dingoz MX at 11th, QC20 something. SuicideSquade at 12th, Pyramid Esports Academy at 13th, EXTRAeSPORT at 14th, Rapid Guns Fuegos at 15th, BB Esports at 16th, Team Limitless at 13th, and lastly, the team that has not been joining us is Infinity IQ from Vietnam with 0 points. Ray, going into the Vikendi match, it is really going to be close still, right? Because look at the scores.
I mean, look from our top 1 still to top 13 or top 11. They're still close to each other. It might be a GG still for our Blacklist, for our WatchMyGP, FaZe Clan, and Aerowolf, since we have the pillars with only maybe 3 points far from the current top 1 spot. So it's going to be a crucial game for everyone. I mean, Ray told us earlier that our Miramar match will actually give a big opportunity already for the top teams to secure their spot, but we can see that Miramar became a game changer for everyone, or for the top 13 teams, since anytime they can retake those who are currently at our top spots here.
Yes, and I want to hear Ray. I want to hear from GamelinG. Ray, are you still there, Ray?
I'm here.
Yeah, I want to hear from you, Ray. I mean, we've started GamelinG, and with all of the tournaments that we had, with this type of scores that we have right now, I think this is the first time that we're gonna have a really close battle until the very end of the tournament, right?
I think this is the first time where the either will be among at least teams for the last game. We wouldn't even know like who is the champion or even the top 4 as of now. FaZe Clan, the previous Nations Cup tournament games, they had 3 chickens. They lead the whole tournament by 20 points. But right now, with the change of their lineup, they are like struggling. Number 3, plus 20 kills. Probably is like average among the rest of the teams. And however, if you recall, FaZe Clan during the Thai qualifiers was in one game in Vikendi. Vikendi their best map, or was it just like a one time off? You know,
Yeah.
it really depends like which team gets the most kills on the last map. Probably the kills would also matter, because in this kind of situation where 10 teams are like 15 points apart, any position and any kills will contribute to going up or going down the charts. So it really depends on who get kills first and who last to the final round. You know.
Yes, and all I can say right now is that a lot of teams are fighting for that top number one in this Vikendi match, and we see FaZe Clan, like you mentioned, Ray. FaZe Clan in the Thailand qualifiers just woken up with 19 kills in that Thailand qualifiers, and they came from like the bottom half of the scoreboard. They actually went to go on to the 4th place of the scoreboard. So that is something that you will have to check on in this final game of the tournament. And I also want to hear out from Ray Ray here, who was really, really close with Blacklist International. What can you say about their game plan going towards to match number 6?
I mean, with the recent matches that we have, and for other known tournaments, we can see Blacklist here defending the Vikendi map. I mean, it's one of their best maps. With our recent Sea Wild card, we can see them getting a chicken dinner. And for our recent tournaments that we have, Blacklist is actually good in Vikendi. But still, we can't disregard that WatchMyGP, FaZe Clan, Aerowolf, the Pillars, and DRANIX Avengers are craving for that top one spot. But what's good about Blacklist, and that same goes for other teams, is that they're really consistent when it comes to their games. We can see that, Kuku. I mean, they won't be getting that top one rank if they're not consistent with their games.
Mhm.
And that's something that WatchMyGP, FaZe Clan, Aerowolf, and the Pillars needs to do, and that is to be consistent in our Vikendi map.
And I agree with you on that one, Ray Ray, because look at the match winners. Do you see Blacklist International there? I mean, no, but Blacklist International able to be consistent, like always getting that top 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, they had like one game, which is the match number 4, like we had earlier. They got killed early. That's the only inconsistent game that they had. And again, it'll be lovely for the Filipino squads in the live chat right now if they will get the champion after tonight's tournament. But again, it is still open because they are going to be fighting against WatchMyGP, FaZe Clan, Aerowolf. We have Pillar Slayer, DRANIX, right up to until Team QC20 something. Actually, yeah, Pyramid Esports. Yeah, you are correct there, Ray Ray. So from top 2 to top 13, they can still get Blacklist International off this rank number 1 in our scoreboard right now. And again, that would lead to a really sad party for the Philippine community. But again, let's just hope and pray to see that their squads, their community will be happy right after this tournament. Ray Ray. And any other things to say before we go on break here?
And there will only be one thing that these teams needs to do for our Vikendi map, and it consists of one word, and that will be consistency for our last map. It's something that they need to all hold on to, and that same with our current top 4 spots. So they need to be consistent later on, since there will be some teams who will go for an aggressive play, and that might break their usual momentum. But still, I'm so proud of those teams coming from the ashes, and now they're on the 4th spot, which is Aerowolf Limax. Congratulations to your team, but still, you need to be consistent, and that same goes to those who are in our top 13 teams right now. But still, we have Rapid Gunz, EXTRAeSPORT, and BD Esport has the chance to go into our top 4 teams, but still they need to crave for the kills and for the chicken dinner. And that's it for our for the summary for our Miramar game, and now it will be Vikendi. So we will be taking a short break.
Yes,
I'm your
and
caster here, Ray, and I'm with Kuku.
yes, and before we actually go and break, guys, if you want to check out these results on your own, the more specific results, you can go to www.gameling.net and go to the arena, go to GamelinG Gauntlet Season 2, and watch and look at the results out there. Also, you can download the GamelinG application on iOS or on Android. For iOS, go to App Store, search for GamelinG, and download the application. For Android, go to www.gameling.net/app to download the application for the Android devices. But for the meantime, again, like Ray mentioned, we're going to go on short break here. This is Kuku TV, together with Ray, together with also Ray from GamelinG, and we're going to be right back after less than maybe 5 minutes, guys. See ya.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waves and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. Watch over there, it disappears. We lose it all and shed no tears. Behind the progress, behind our walls, we had it all and we want more. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. 'Cause the future is ours, we run out of time. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. We don't care when you got our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waves and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. We know it's bad, then we forget. It's not a problem, it's not our fault. We know it's crazy, how all is said. It's not a story, we have to change. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. The future is ours, we run out of time. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. The future is now, what's been done so far. Leave a silent word. We don't care when you got our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waves and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. We need a
And now we're in our last map and last match for tonight's GamelinG Gauntlet Finals. And I am here, your caster Ray, and I'm with
This is Kuku TV. I'm back here, Ray. I was just coming from the quickie break, bathroom break that we had. But anyways, this is the final game of the GamelinG Gauntlet Season 2 Finals. And like what Ray from GamelinG here mentioned, this is the most intense finals ever that we're going to have for the past a year and a half that we've been doing this big tournaments. This is the most intense ever, Ray. Are you actually excited about this?
Yes, I mean, I'm just a guest caster here, and it's my first time doing a full cast for our GamelinG Gauntlet Finals, and it's really intense since a lot of teams are so unpredictable, and they're really, really good. I mean, here we have Aerowolf getting that fourth spot coming from the top 14th
15.
spot, or 15th rather, and it's a good game changer. And now we are here in Vikendi. So what can you say about the Vikendi map for tonight's last match?
Well, let's go ahead and see. And before I actually talk about the flight path, we would like to thank our co-sponsor, ByBit. ByBit is one of the top crypto trading companies in the world, which is headquartered in Singapore. So guys, if you are interested with crypto trading or Bitcoins, you can join in. There's a link on the description of the live streams right now on Facebook and on YouTube. You can click on that link, and there's a deposit bonus happening right now, and you can actually do that after this tournament. But for the meantime, flight path comes from the east side of the map going to Dobro Mesto. It is actually east side of Cement Factory, if I'm not mistaken here, Ray, right?
Yes, and it's quite good since the flight path consists of being at the center of our Vikendi map, and that gives a lot of equal opportunities for these teams not to go against each other in early stages of our game.
Yep. And looking at our teams right now, they are already landed to their usual spots. But look, Breaking Bad Esports and EXTRAeSPORT, two teams from Mongolia, are now fighting for Podvosto. And look, Venox already getting an MP5K, and this is the only place where you will see this gun, Ray. And we see a lot of pro teams or pro players using that gun, right?
Especially with close range. I mean, MP5 is really something for close range, and but a lot still of the teams that we can see are using Uzi, and we can see that with Vigor earlier, getting those kills against the TP. And here we have going for an early match here with EXTRAeSPORT against Breaking Bad.
Yes, and Breaking Bad Esports right now, there's a trade-off of actually Nox, but looks like Zub will get a revive here, but the other player from Team Breaking Bad, Zanchir, will be killed here most definitely by EXTRAeSPORT. It is civil war right now, Ray, as two Mongolian squads are fighting each other. EXTRAeSPORT is currently at 14th. Breaking Bad is currently at 16th. So whoever is eliminated here will be out of the tournament and will not get additional money in their prize pool.
Exactly, but let's see if what will these teams do in our early parts of the game. I mean, they're still on the low ranks for our total scores, but one of their members, which is Zub, same goes with Sanchir, are already low here. But let's see if who's going for a good push. Will it be EXTRAeSPORT, or will it be...
Oh, and there's a push out there coming from EXTRAeSPORT, Ray. Zayol will get confirmed here by Leo, and looks like Team Breaking Bad Esports are in the verge of being eliminated. It is a 4v3 situation here, Ray. Venox actually sees Zub, so that's a trade-off here coming from Breaking Bad. They are fighting, Ray. They are fighting.
And we only have last three members for our team Breaking Bad. Here we have Ales being knocked down by our team SuicideSquade, And but we have Vigor knocked down Biba here. Let's see with that team that we have right now. I mean, it's Suicide Squad versus our current top one, which is Blacklist International.
Yes, and we see here at Peshkova, their usual spot, Blacklist International, able to revive now Aeons at Bochi. Actually tries to push, but unsuccessfully not able to actually confirm the kill for Aeons. Aeons now up, but Vigor will try to push Bevy, and looks like he's going to try to kill Bevy right away here with a close range.
This might be a bad position for our team, Suicide Squad. I mean, they're far from each other, and Blacklist is intact in that compound. It might be a bad push for our team, Suicide Squad. But what I've said earlier, we've seen a Suicide Squad pushing in against teams here, but it's Blacklist International.
Yes, and Team Suicide Squad from Thailand, one of the top teams going inside this finals, are now having a hard time against all of these other countries. Like here, we have Blacklist International from the Philippines, currently at number 1, and looks like Vigor is going to try to actually go to where his teammates are at, Ray, probably to regroup, because Vigor only had a shotgun. Did you see that? He only has a shotgun.
But here we have Bochi tries to go for a push. I mean, it's Bochi. He's usually the entry fragger for his team, and that same goes with Bibai. But we have here Bibai already being killed by Blacklist. And what's something about Suicide Squad is that...
Oh, and there we go. And Booney going for the crawl, but he will get killed. Zoob actually gets out the way. I think he's the only man standing for EXTRAeSPORT, and he's now being chased by Breaking Bad Esports. So again, a Mongolian squad will win this one, but one Mongolian squad will be out of the tournament after this.
It's a Mongolian versus Mongolian, but
No, and there you go.
It's a GG already for EXTRAeSPORT, but that will give Breaking Bad Esports a chance to get that winner chicken dinner for tonight. But still, here we have Blacklist against Suicide Squad. I mean, 2 members of our team Suicide Squad went to the upper hills already in this part, but the Blacklist are actually careful on what they will do here, since we have Bochi watching over them. I mean, he knocked down, we've seen Bibai knocking down Aeons earlier, but gets revived, and Bochi tries to fire Aeons here.
Yes, now we look on Team FaZe Clan here. Ray. FaZe Clan, again, the defending champions of GamelinG's Nations Cup from the previous tournament 3 months ago. And let's see 3 months later with their different lineup. They still have a chance, Ray. I mean, they are at top number 3 with just 2 points away from top number 1. They have a big chance to get, again, that championship. And we will see here in Vikendi if they can get that.
I mean, it's FaZe Clan. We've seen them last night getting a lot of frags during our Vikendi map last night. So it's not impossible for them to be stepping up their games here in our Vikendi. But here we can see the circle of our map, almost the same as the map last night, and as the circle last night rather. But a lot of teams are already going in for a rotation, and it might be hard for Suicide Squad and Blacklist, since they will be coming from the last eastern part of our city.
Oh, and there we go. A Blacklist International also will get a knockdown. Bochi, the entry fragger of Team Suicide Squad, will get knocked down by Blacklist. But we do see on our screens right now, Dingoz from Malaysia against DRANIX from Indonesia, as Kratos is now knocked. Kryzen is waiting. Bochi will get confirmed by Claire on the kill feed there, Ray. So Team Suicide Squad, I think it is bad for them to be up against the top number 1 squad in our scoreboard right now, right?
Yes, and I think what happened there is that Blacklist got the early loots rather than Suicide Squad, and they actually went for a push. But here we have Kryzen confirming one members of Dingoz. What's bad about Dingoz here is that they have a lot of similarities when it comes to rotation from the other teams that we
especially with the Indonesian squad, Ray. Aerowolf and DRANIX. DRANIX in the Vikendi, Aerowolf in Erangel. And the only bad thing about Dingoz, I mean, they got the number 1 spot, or number 2 or number 1 spot in the yesterday's matches, but now look where they are right now, pushing in SQ Cup. Look where they in right now. They always go into early engagement, which is really bad for them, right?
But this will be a big opportunity for DRANIX Avengers to get their hopes up to being part of our top 4. I mean, they're only 6. I mean, Blacklist is only 6 points away from DRANIX, and getting this full squad kills will give them an upper hand in getting part of our top 4 teams for tonight.
Yes, and they're now down to 2 players left. Ooh, looks like Aerowolf hears the gunshots, and looks like they're gonna join in the party here. Ray. So 2 Indonesian squads up against 1 Malaysian squad. Dingoz just really has to be playing it safe now because they're down to 2 last players.
It might be a GG for our team at Dingoz, and we also have here Aerowolf Limax, but they're in the open against these 2 teams, and it might be crucial for them. And here we have Indonesian teams battling it out against each other.
Look at the kill feed. God's Reign from India knocks Venturas, or actually kills Venturas in that car explosion. So FaZe Clan is probably going for that rotation, but got into some teams, and one of their players got victimized by God's Reign. So now we look on DRANIX right now, fully aware of where Aerowolf is, and he's gonna get knocked from behind. A 4th party coming in. This is PYM Ray.
And that will be crucial for our team Aerowolf here. And we have Pyramid Esports craving for the team kills here. We have Maya with the 6 times and a G3 gun here.
For PYM Ray, what I can observe with this one is from their Myanmar finals, they are fragging out, but in the finals here of the whole tournament, they're not really fragging out. They're like passive when it comes to engagements. But look at Vikendi, they are trying to change their game plans as they tries to fourth party this engagement between these 2 Indonesian squads and 1 Malaysian squad.
I think what these teams need to do is that they need to be careful. But the problem with Pyramid Esports is that they are not. They're actually nervous, or maybe they're inconsistent with their gameplays. I mean, they're hesitant. They're quite hesitant of the decisions that they need to do against these teams. But we have Aerowolf here tries to relocate themselves and protect themselves against other teams while camping in this compound that we have.
Yeah, now we look on Team X-Force from Cambodia, the only Cambodian squad in the finals here of the Gauntlet tournament. And as we look on back to the scoreboard, Team X-Force currently with 45 points, just 9 points away from Blacklist number 1. So Team X-Force has a big chance to actually get into that championship and win that 1,000 Singaporean dollars additional to their prize pool.
And this might be crucial for those who are currently in our top 4 are very pressured right now. And here we have WatchMyGP, 1 member Suicius Brat getting killed by our team Nitro Gaming. And this might be crucial again for WatchMyGP since there will only be last 3 members left for their team. And again, earlier we've seen them getting the top spots for our recent games, but Blacklist took the crown. And what I've said earlier, they are pressured in maintaining their scores for tonight's last.
Yes, I agree with you on that one. And I don't know what happened to WatchMyGP, but after the Erangel map, all of a sudden their gameplay has changed. Probably the jitters of playing in the most intense finals ever here on GamelinG. I'm not sure what happened to them. I think they have to drink some water or maybe eat some snacks while they camp in that mountaintop there, Ray, right?
And what happened with WatchMyGP? I think they were very. The same goes with Pyramid Esports. They were very hesitant when it comes to killing squads, or maybe because they're in a bad situation or bad regions. But let's see if what
Oh,
will happen with WatchMyGP.
look at Mr. MR5. Now they are up against Team X Force, and the MR5 actually got killed there. So only 2 players left for Team FaZe, and again, the defending champions, FaZe Clan, is outnumbered already just in the early stages, just on phase number 2. So it's gonna be hard for them later on, Ray, when we go to the last phases of the zone, because it's gonna be so tight with all of the teams, like 4-man squads or maybe even 3-man squads, right?
And we have here a lot of teams surrounding against FaZe Clan, and they're in a compound, so a lot of teams might go for a retake. I mean, we have X-Force here who's craving for kills, and their scores are not far against FaZe Clan, so they might go for a push here once they know that there are only last 2 members remaining for our FaZe Clan. But we have still here Dingoz against Team DRANIX, and we have the 4th versus 6th spot here. Oh, I'm very excited of what will Dingoz do here against the full squad of DRANIX Avengers.
Yes, and Kratos here, together with his teammate Kid, is trying to really survive, just using all of their smokes, actually, Ray. And look, we have now our next phase, and look at Blacklist International, Ray. They're going for the same area, which is the northwest side of the map. And I think look at the teams. There's no teams surrounding them right now, and even if they go inside that circle, right?
Yes, we've seen this earlier in our Miramar match, and I think they tried it on Erangel, but they had X-Force with them there. But it's going to be a good game for our team Blacklist if no teams will be spotting them on the northern sides of our current circle. And I think, as we can see here, a lot of teams are going to
Oh,
the center of our circle.
and looks like DRANIX already wiped out Team Dingoz MX from Malaysia, and that is it for Dingoz for this tournament. So better luck next time here for Dingoz on getting into that top 4 in the next tournament. Malaysian squads are really good, Riri, but they got into an Indonesian squad, which is much better than them.
I mean, what happened with Dingoz for tonight is that they were not consistent with their games. They had bad rotations. They usually have an early engagement with other teams. But it might be something that Dingoz can improve for our next GamelinG finals or gaming tournaments.
Yeah, and in maybe around 2 or 3 months' time, there might be another major, or there will be another major tournament for PUBG Mobile here on GamelinG, and hope that all of the people in the comment section can form a team and join in the fun here. As PYM against Team Limitless, it's civil war again. Right? Hey, a lot of civil wars here in Vikendi.
But usually we can see this Indonesian teams almost having the same rotation. And what I've said earlier, a lot of teams go inside to the center of our circle always. I mean, that's what they're usually going in for. I mean, in the recent qualifiers that we have Philippine teams going residing in the edges of the circle. But here in our finals, a lot of teams are going inside uh, of the circle's compounds on the center itself. So it's quite unusual again for these teams. But now we have WatchMyGP here against Pyramid Esports and against Limitless. So it's going to be crucial for these teams. I mean, they wanted to go for the retake of the current compound. And there's also Team 17, which is DRANIX, Gods here. There are a lot of teams in the center parts of our circle.
And looking at the other teams, Ray, all I can notice right now is they are playing it safe. Because, again, from top number 2 to top 13, it is close. They can go up on the top number 1 spot. And the only teams or players that are actually being killed are the players rotating, or like if they drop at the same spot, right?
Exactly, but let's see. But as of now, the teams are currently doing little or baby steps against each other. I mean, it's going to be crucial, especially to those teams who wanted to be part of the top four that are currently inside the top four. And we have here Nitro Gaming and X-Force. I mean, we still can't predict on what will happen between these teams. But a lot
No.
of teams again will be coming from the southern side of our map, and we have Breaking Bad, Blacklist, who are actually kind of safe when it comes to their positions as of now.
Yes. And but here's the thing here, Ray Ray. Look at TP Slayer and Nitro Gaming. They are rotating to where Blacklist International is, and looks like they're on the push now. But they're gonna fight each other here as Kental already go out of his vehicle, and look, he actually kills one of the Nitro Gaming players there. So only 2 players or 3 players left for Team Nitro Gaming, which is going to be really crucial because they would need all players at the very end of the game. And look, Kental now chopping the crate of one of the players of Nitro Gaming.
But they will be getting eaten by our zone right now. They were actually late for their usual rotation, and that's why a lot of teams have already been residing in our current circle as of now. But this might be crucial for Team Blacklist since there will be 2 teams coming from their side. But it will give them maybe an advantage here. But the Pillars needs to go inside the circle as soon as possible since they might be out there in the open areas.
Oh, and Megamind knocks one down from WatchMyGP. And again, WatchMyGP just not really securing that top #1 spot right now. I think they're giving up, in my opinion. Oh, and TP Slayer gets one down here. Anta from Team TP Slayer. Now they're fighting against Nitro Gaming. And I think that is some revenge coming from Nitro Gaming because they killed one of their players.
Exactly, but is going to be a good 3v3 situation. I mean,
Ooh.
Nitro Gaming is also close to the Pillars Slayer score. So let's see what will happen in this game. But we have Rapid Gunz going against one of the teams here for our team Nitro Gaming.
Yeah, and that is God's Rain, who is from India. And now Nitro Gaming, they were able to knock one down, which is TP Slayer. But looks like they're going to go for the revive now. Nitro Gaming not really so aggressive right now, trying to be passive here, just securing their position. And if Anta gets revive here, Ray, it's going to be a numbers advantage now, a 4v3 situation for Team Nitro Gaming. Actually, it's a 4v2 now, as one of their players already got killed.
But we only have 30 seconds till the next circle, and they might be getting eaten by our zone right now. So TP needs to be quick as much as possible so that they can go for their next rotation. But we only have the last 2 members for our team Nitro Gaming. I think they need to go for a push.
Yeah, and it looks like Bobo Ho is now pushing Nitro Gaming. He knocks Zoomer X down. And now we see the last player of Nitro Gaming. That's MZZ. And he's going to be pushed here. And there you go, Ray. Team Nitro Gaming is out of the tournament and maybe out of that top 4. And also we have FaZe Clan Mafia gets knocked. Tony K will try to survive this one. And he knocks Badass down. Wanted and Micro K has to push in. Wanted will get knocked also. Micro K, the last player of Limitless, will get killed by Tony K. Ray. What a play. Surviving is Tony K now for FaZe Clan.
That was a good 1v4 situation from FaZe versus Limitless, but we have X-Force here versus Tony K. But that was a good clutch by Tony K there. That was something unexpected. But I mean, it's Tony K from FaZe Clan, one of their main froggers also. And that's giving FaZe Clan an extra 3 points. So he needs to survive this against X-Force. But I think X-Force will be pushing against Tony K here.
Yes, and they realized that Tony K is the final member. I think FaZe Clan missed this bull shark, Ray.
I think a lot of people are already mentioning Bullshark here. I mean, a lot of fans are missing Bullshark, but let's hope that he will recover fast so that he can join the FaZe Clan's other tournaments. So let's.
And on the kill feed, Ray, we have God's Reign, Rapid Gunz, and also TP Slayer fighting each other. And Manu kills one player, Boboho, with that Molotov, burning him alive. And now TP Slayer, I think they're only down to one last guy.
Exactly, and that will be crucial again for our scoreboard right now. It might be a game changer for those who are in the top 4. A lot of teams might retake those spots that they currently have, and that same goes for our FaZe Clan, WatchMyGP, Aerowolf, and the Pillars, since they only have at least 2 or 3 members remaining.
Yes, and now we see here Team X-Force from Cambodia as they try to rotate, getting into Dasha now. They weren't able to locate FaZe Clan Tony K, so Tony K will survive this, but Team QC 20-something just right on the other side, and this is going to be really hard for Tony K to rotate because there's other teams like DRANIX right in front of him.
And a lot of teams are still residing on the side of this zone, and we only have the last 30 seconds, so they need to be quick as much as possible before the teams can gatekeep them to those who are inside the current circle.
Yes, and now look at Team X-Force now pushing in towards the circle as they go past through a lot of teams. Look at the circle now. It is on the edge of the east, or the west side rather. Blacklist International occupies this longhouse. There are other teams still outside, like TP Slayer, like Team 11, and also Team 7, one of the players of Team X-Force. Oh, Tony K is now pushed by QC 20-something, and Tony K just dominates 2 players of QC 20-something. Only 1 player left. This is a 3v1 situation, like what he did a 1v4 earlier. Tony K is just dominating.
He's a good clutcher. We can see that it goes for a grenade, and this might be crucial for QC 20-something. And that's it for 1 members of QC 20-something, and we will be having a 1v1 situation here against 2 silent teams, and that's a good grenade coming from Tony K.
And that is some Kobe for Tony K. Look at how many kills he has now. 5 kills for Tony K. Actually 6 in total for their team. And he's going to try to loot all of the first aid. Look at how many first aids he has. 16 already. Now he has 1 med kit. Just collecting all of the first aid. Getting ready for that final circle. Dark Chase gets knocked by Alas. And now X-Force fighting against DRANIX. It is just mayhem right now on our 6th phase.
But we also have Blacklist Aeons here, gatekeeping X-Force and killing Camper here. It's a good gatekeep here by our team of Blacklist. I mean, there were a lot of teams coming from the western side of our circle now. But we have here Tony K going for a healing game, and we'll just wait for a good points here. But now, let's see for those teams who are currently residing in inside the zone.
Yes, and looking at the situation right now in our zone, Blacklist International has nobody else but team number 2 gatekeeping them from getting inside. So this is a really good opportunity for this Filipino squad on going to that circle. But Team DRANIX right now is being pressured by team number 18, and also same goes with Blacklist as they're also fighting against them right on the hillside. Now we look on Team God's Reign, Manu and Not a B here, already inside the circle, and will probably gatekeep Blacklist, but DRANIX Kryzen will get killed there by Team Blacklist International, adding more points to their team.
I mean, who will get the crown? Will this be getting by our FaZe Clan again, or will our current top 1 Blacklist International and WatchMyGP will be getting our number 1 spot, which consists of, if I'm not mistaken, 1,000 Singaporean dollars.
Yes, that's like around 40,000 pesos here in the Philippines. But Tony K, look at Tony K, still healing up Ray.
And that's a good kill again coming from our team Blacklist. I mean, they're going in towards the circle and going to push against those team who are currently residing. And that was a good grenade again coming from our team Blacklist. And then look at Tony K. He's just
Tony K just riding the Dasha right now, and most likely he will get killed here. There you go. FaZe Clan ending at 7th place, and that's going to be crucial for them, and might be that we're going to have a new grand champion here in our GamelinG tournaments, because FaZe Clan is out of the game, man.
and that was a bad rotation for them. I mean, there were a lot of teams, but now we have the circle closing in with that 6 teams remaining rather, and let's see what will happen between DRANIX here and Pyramid Esports.
Yes, and now we see here, Blacklist International are up against Breaking Bad Esports. 2 players got killed there, Ray.
It's going to be a bad situation here coming from our team Blacklist. I mean, there were teams coming from their lefts and from their rights. We only have last 3 members.
Actually, we have last 3 members. Yes, actually, I think Aeon's got knocked, but got revived already by Alas, and looks like Breaking Bad just throwing everything right now. Hail Mary throw from Breaking Bad Esports. All of their grenades are being used up.
It will be a big game changer if Breaking Bad Esports will be getting the chicken dinner, but I think we have here Blacklist out in the open, but Vigor knocks down one of Breaking Bad's members, but they're still going with a throwing of grenades here. I don't know what Breaking Bad is currently doing right now. I mean, they're in the compound, and if Vigor gets a good push against Breaking Bad, it will be a GG for our team of Breaking Bad Esports. But it's hard for Blacklist actually. A lot of teams are watching them, and that same goes for our team Pyramid Esports and team Era.
Oh, and Alas actually will get knocked down there, so he needs to get a revive now from Aeons. We have 4 teams remaining, Ray. We have PYM, Blacklist, we have BB and Arrow, and actually Arrow, or BB rather, will get knocked here by Vigor, just firing away, spraying away his M4. Vinox is the last guy for Breaking Bad Esports.
I think they need to utilize their smokes here, but still, these teams are all out in the open. There's no reges actually. We can see PYM versus Air, and this will give Blacklist a chance to push against these teams.
Yes, and now we have PYM. Kuluai Chi is the only player left for them, and Aerowolf Limax here will try to push in. They're now reviving one of their teammates. Still complete with 4 players left. Vigor kills Vinox, the last player, and that is it. Breaking Bad Esports ending up at 4th place in the final game of this tournament, and now PYM now getting shot by Aerowolf. Kuluai Chi is the last player. It is a 4v3v1 situation. Who will get the winner chicken dinner for our final game of the night? If Blacklist can get this, they will be the champions. But if Aerowolf will get this, it is going to be close.
They almost have the same kills here, and this will be a crucial chance.
And Aeons will get knocked. Alas will get killed, and Vigor actually will get killed there. Aerowolf gets the winner chicken dinner. Ray. What a quick scope for their team. And that chicken dinner, guys, is brought to you by ByBit. Wow, I was just so speechless out there, Ray. What happened?
That was a quick play coming from Aerowolf, but I mean, Blacklist is open. They don't have any smokes anymore, and that gave a big opportunity for Aerowolf Limax to get that winner chicken dinner coming.
Yes, and they got a total kill count here of 12 kills for Aerowolf. Now, looking at Blacklist International, they got a total of 10 kills. The question now is, Ray, will the scores be enough for Aerowolf Limax to get that championship and topping up Blacklist International, which is currently at number 1? I think they have a chance because there's only like a 2-point gap from game number 5, right?
Let's see, Kuku, of what will happen. That was a big game changer, actually, for these 2 teams, and I'm quite nervous on the results. Let's see, Ray, what will happen between these 2 teams for our GamelinG Gauntlet finals. champion. It will be between Blacklist or Aerowolf. I'm still not sure of what will the scores be, since we have a Blacklist with a 2-point lead against Aerowolf. But let's see what will happen between these two teams. For our last match, we have Aerowolf Limax with a total of 12 kills. I mean, wow, that was something that Aerowolf has there. They got the upper hand. They went for a push first against Pyramid Esports, and they were on a killing spree against Blacklist since they were in the open, and that was also a good game coming from Breaking Bad Esport. I mean, they got a total of 6 kills there, and we can see them stepping out in our last game for tonight. But let's wait and see, guys, who will be getting the championship title.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that one. Ray, I'm kind of getting nervous here. Who's going to be the top four? PYM on third place here. Breaking Bad at fourth. DRANIX at fifth place. Sixth place on WatchMyGP. Seventh place on FaZe Clan. And on eighth place, if you can see here. Maybe we won't see eighth place. We're gonna wait on Vital Streaming to show us the live results after this. Ray, after 6 games, for me the most consistent team is Blacklist International. The thing is, they didn't get any chicken dinner, and will that be crucial for Blacklist?
Let's see for the results, guys. I mean, the top 4 will be getting 100 Singaporean dollars, right? And for the third place,
well, let's go ahead and see here. We actually have Wayne. I don't know what to... Maybe we can get him muted. Anyways, Ray, anything else to say here before we actually switch over to our live results? Actually, there is now. And look at the live results now. Blacklist International came down at second now. Congratulations to Aerowolf Limax with 86 points. And they are the champions of the Gauntlet Season 2. Blacklist International on second place. FaZe Clan still on the top 4 with just 65 points at third place. And DRANIX Avengers from Indonesia with 65 total points. So, Ray, looking at the top 4, are you expecting them to actually get into the top 4? I mean, except for Blacklist and FaZe Clan.
I mean, we've seen DRANIX Avengers rising from the top, and it was a good game for them, actually. They were not consistent with their current... I mean, they only were part of our top 10. They didn't get the chicken dinner. But still, they were consistent when it comes to the team kills that they currently have. And that gave them a spot as our top 4 for tonight's GamelinG Gauntlet finals. But what I'm quite surprised here is that we have Aerowolf getting the champion title for tonight. And it was really unexpected. Earlier, we've seen them coming from the low ranks, you know, I mean, it's Aerowolf. They had bad games last night, but it became a game changer during our Erangel and especially during our Miramar map. And that's it for Aerowolf, getting that 86 points with a total of 29 kills. And it's quite surprising for our FaZe Clan. I mean, they only got the top 3 spot here with a total of 65 points and a total of 26 kills. But that was a good clutch, actually, coming from Tony. I mean, he wiped off 2 teams, right? It's a good... I mean, if I am going to give a good MVP for this game, I will give it to Tony K from FaZe Clan. He was just really good against those clutches. It will be crucial for FaZe Clan if they didn't go for a killing spree there coming from Tony K. I mean, they can be part of the top 6 or top 7, but with the help of Tony K's at least 7 or 8 kills, that gave them a chance to be part of our top 4, and now they're in our top 3, and they're currently tied with DRANIX Avengers.
Yeah, that's right, Ray Ray, and that is just some clutch plays coming from Aerowolf Limax. I think they smelled the chicken dinner at the very end of Vikendi and just went ahead on spraying towards Blacklist International. And again, kudos to the Indonesian squad, Aerowolf Limax. We thought that Aerowolf Limax is not gonna even be in the top 4. Like, they were at the bottom spot. Like, remember, top 15. From top 15 to top 4, and then they're now to top number 1. What a big booster here for Aerowolf, getting those 2 chicken dinners in a row.
That's right. And I mean, last night it was still unpredictable, but now we can see Aerowolf really. They were so good coming from Miramar, and now in our last map, which is Vikendi, and that's a good game, well played for them. But also, we'd like to commend those from our top 6, which is the Pillars Slayer with a total of 58 points. And for our top 7, we have Team Esports with a total of 53 points. For our top 8, we have Pyramid Esports from coming from the top 8. They were consistent again. They had the total of 52 points, tying with God's Reign with a total of 52 points. Nitro Gaming with a total of 49 points in our 10th place. For 11th place, we have Dingoz MX with a total of 43 points. For our 12th place, we have SuicideSquade with a total of 42 points. For our 13th place, we have QZ20 something tying with SuicideSquade with 42 points. For our 14th place, we have Breaking Bad eSport coming from our recent top 17 with a total of 38 points, and EXTRAeSPORT at our top 15 with a total of 32 points. Rapid Guns Fuegos from our top, earlier they were on top 13, but now they're currently in top 16 with a total of 27 points, and Team Limitless in our last spot with a total of 14 points. But don't worry guys, these teams will be getting 100 Singaporean dollars, but it will be something for Aerowolf since they will be taking home 1,000 Singaporean dollars. Man, that's really big for our team Aerowolf. And for our Blacklist International, Kuku, how much will they be getting?
Well, for the top 4, guys, if you're still watching this live stream from YouTube and Facebook, top number 1 gets 1,000 Singaporean dollars. Top number 2 gets 5,000 Singaporean dollars. So if in Philippine peso, that's like around 18,000 pesos, like close to that range, 18,000 pesos for Blacklist International. 200 Singaporean dollars for FaZe Clan, and then 100 additional Singaporean dollars for DRANIX Avengers. So that's big money for all of these top 4 teams in our finals. And by the way, Ray, before we actually go to the end of this stream, I'd like to have Ray from GamelinG. He's the director of GamelinG, and I would like him to talk before we end the live stream. Go ahead, Ray.
I would like to add on that everyone enjoyed this live stream today and yesterday, and everyone, every team that has been in these finals is already the winner. They are the top of their countries. Been representing the countries till today after a 2-month tournament. And if you look at the kills and points, most teams are actually quite equal. And the reason that they stand out at number 1 or 2 is mainly for the positioning, final clutch play that they performed well. Congratulations to all the teams and players, and as well as all the viewers who stayed with us throughout the whole tournament. Thank you for everyone's support. We hope to bring you more PUBG Mobile or even other FPS games in July and the rest of the years.
Well, thank you very much, Ray, for that wonderful message to all of these teams and also to the viewers. Ray, if you could also explain how will the teams be able to get their prizes?
So normally for GamelinG tournaments, what we do is after they win, we will give them the credits to the GamelinG wallets in the website or mobile app, whereby they will fill up their bank details or PayPal details, and we will get it processed within the next 7 days. They'll receive it. Yeah.
So it will be processed within 7 days. For these teams, again, congratulations. You are now 1,000 Singaporean dollars richer especially for Aerowolf Limax. Hopefully we can get the same tune, right, Ray?
Yes, I'm really excited for the next tournaments ahead here in gaming. So watch us, guys, as we cast more of this one, guys. And this is something that, I mean, Ray, you were quite excited with the games for tonight. And what can you say about the excitement that you have? Are you actually happy with the results, or are you kind of shocked with the results?
I'm actually quite excited because this could be the only time where Thai team didn't win major tournament in GamelinG. So this probably breaks the records, and we can see from the results, actually there are 3 Indonesia teams in the top 6. It actually goes to shows that the Thais are not dominant in PUBG Mobile. Other countries have a chance as well, as Blacklist International, WatchMyGP, you know. We have also a Myanmar team at number 8, a Cambodia team at number 7. So it's all, you know, up to the team's performance on the very match day. We will determine who will be the winner of the tournament.
And that's it. I'm really also happy with the results. I mean, Aerowolf took FaZe Clan's crown, but we've seen a lot of teams rising in our GamelinG Gauntlet finals. So I'm really happy with the results, and congratulations again to all teams, and hoping that we can see you again on the next tournaments by GamelinG. And we're very thankful also to our viewers. Thank you for supporting us throughout the night, and thank you for cheering your teams there. So cool.
Yes. And before we end this live stream, Ray and Ray, again, let me remind you guys that this coming July, we're going to have so many events for PUBG Mobile, for PUBG PC, for Call of Duty Mobile, for Clash Royale, and also first time on GamelinG Valorant. We're going to have each of the games would have a prize pool of 1,000 Singaporean dollars each. So please download the app right now. If you haven't yet, go to the App Store on your iOS devices. Search for GamelinG and download the GamelinG app. And if you are on Android, go to www.gameling.net/app so that you can download that Android app for GamelinG. And there is already a link for the Call of Duty Mobile Frag Zone. So that is the first ever Battle Royale mode tournament on GamelinG, and actually is now sponsored and supported by Garena, or it's actually Garena is what they want it to be called. And just hoping to see you guys joining in the fun for Call of Duty Mobile 2 and for all the other games here in the future. So Ray, I would like to thank you also for casting with us from semifinals right until to the finals. It's been a pleasure co-casting with you here. Good thing you were here last night because I was not really available. And also to Ray of GamelinG, we really thank you for all these wonderful games, amazing games, and again, most intense finals ever just happened. And there will be highlights. I will. I'll make sure, or we will make sure that these fans will be happy. For the meantime, guys, for the YouTube watchers right now, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so that whenever we go live next time, you will get notified on your mobile devices. And lastly, don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/GamelinG.net. So, guys, again, this is your caster, Kuku TV, with Ray and Ray here. So, guys, have a good night. and have a good night's sleep also. Bye-bye.
Okay.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same.